I gotta be honest, if you told me last week we would be getting repetitively good news, then I don't think I would believe you. But it looks like things are working and it keeps getting better after the recent news that matchmaking was not only collectively agreed on by the community that it was the most important issue in the game right now, but on top of that, it got updated. It got changed in a moment's time after our complaining. Like, who would have thunk it? All we had to do is just get on Twitter and YouTube and complain every single day and just amplify that voice as loud as we possibly could for them to finally make a change. Like, that's why I always make these videos. I just want us to amplify that voice of whatever opinion we have, so that if we all agree that much, we can make it loud and we can make them listen. And after all that good news, we also got a following update regarding the cheater situation in this game. You guys know I've been giving them a little bit of a praise session because they have done a pretty good job with cheaters this season. It has been noticeably better, and that's not me just writing Respawn. That's everybody collectively agreeing, and stats that they just released to show the proof. Here's what Respawn said. They came out with a tweet just hours ago at the time of recording saying, we wanted to give a quick update to our Apex Legends anti-cheat efforts since the blocking of access to Linux. I got to be honest, I was one of those critics that said, I get why they're trying to do it. Maybe there's some people that's coming from Linux. Maybe there's some problems with Linux, but I think it's a lazy way to approach it. Instead of actually fixing the problem, they banned some of the people that had access or were actually legitimately using Linux in order to get rid of all of it. But they said, hey, it's worth it. Not many people are playing Linux. They're just going to have to suffer for the embetterment of the future of the game. And it looks like it was the right decision, despite maybe my criticism. In this chart, we're displaying the infection rate of the game, or the rate of matches that had a cheater present. While several variables can impact this, we can see a noticeable drop in the infection rate of Battle Royale matches when we blocked access to Linux. This was with the launch of Season 23. We also launched Season 23 with additional defensive measures that helped to contribute this drop-off. As this new season has progressed, we did see a rise of the infection rate. While the security risks are always evolving, we're committed to adapting and improving our anti-cheat efforts to combat these threats. Thank you for your continued support. So you can look at this graph. This was the weekly match infection rate in Battle Royale modes. And whenever Season 23 launched, it did continuously drop to a very low rate, about 33% drop in that infection rate. Hypermiss had also came out to say that after they did this, there's also good news behind it. More anti-cheat improvements are also planned in some of these future updates. So they not only addressed and made an update to matchmaking, and it seems like they're going to continue to do so. They not only kind of fixed the cheating situation that we were going through, but they are also continuously saying that they're committed to making it even better than what they've done. Don't get me wrong, we still have a long way ahead of us. We've still got to get people back on this game. If we're honestly going to fix this, then the fun working part needs to be done first, and then the content later. So I'm glad they're addressing this part because it's the most important part, and then we can get people to hopefully come try the game again and revive this sucker with some content. Another good thing to note here is public sentiment. I've always said that it's really important what the fans, the pros, the streamers are publicly saying and how they publicly feel, because all of that garners so much attention. If you can get a good public sentiment around the game again, people might give it another chance. Sweet Dreams, popular streamer and pro player for Luminosity, comes out to say cheating in Apex has never been lower since the crackdown of hashtag Save Apex ranked years ago. If you guys have been a part of my channel for that long and you remember when we covered that story, then comment down below OG, because I love you. This has been the cleanest season of Apex, he says, in probably close to 2 years. And it's important that the security team gets their flowers here because what they are doing is actually working. Massive props. Solus also saying, we'll give you flowers here on this one. And he's also been a fellow critic of Respawn here as of late. So you can see that even people that are at odds with Respawn sometimes are all coming together and saying, look, you have done a good, solid job here so far. Keep it up. The Linux play was a good call, and ranked games genuinely have been feeling better. Can also agree. Even Lemonhead also saying cheaters have definitely been hit heavily this season. Had one yesterday wall hacking, but other than that, seems to be much better experience. Thank you. So it's been a weird feeling the last 48 hours. Apex has somehow been the gift that keeps on giving. I did not see that one coming. It's been nothing but nonstop negative news, only complaining, mostly from me, because that's just the truth of the news. That's what was going on. But we've been getting some back-to-back bangers. Hopefully it keeps going this course. Hopefully they keep fixing the matchmaking and all the cheater situations and the server stability, and then we can get content. We can maybe get this sucker going. So if you are CEO of Respawn and EA, what is your very next step? What do you think Respawn needs needs to do next, or maybe the same thing, just make it even more improved. Let me know down below. Like and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with what's happening in the Apex Legends news scene with drama, stories, much more. And until the next time, we'll see you all later, Gators.